Hey guys, in today's video, I'll review the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra after using it for over 9 months as my daily driver. This review is split into two parts as it was getting too long. The first part only covers the camera section, rest of the review is coming out in a couple of days and it will cover all the other aspects like the design and build, display, audio, battery, performance, software, AI features and a lot more. So stay tuned for that. Now let's start with the camera review. The camera hardware hasn't changed much over the years. The only major change this time around is that now you get a 5x periscope camera instead of 10x, which might seem like a downgrade at first, but with a bigger, high resolution sensor, this periscope camera does a lot of things the older 10x camera couldn't do. So wait for the camera samples to see its capabilities. First, let's quickly check out the camera UI. This camera UI is easily among the best and most feature-packed. You get pretty much all the important features like night mode, portrait mode for photos and videos, pro mode for photos and videos, and some really cool special modes. The single take mode lets you capture a variety of shots with a single press, and the dual record option lets you record with any of the two cameras in either picture-in-picture or split screen mode. And this is a summary of all the supported photo and video resolutions by each of the cameras. Now let's jump to the camera samples. When it comes to outdoor shots captured with the primary camera, you can see blue sky, good amount of detail in the shadows and lively colors making the photos instantly shareable. Even indoors, you can see that all the artificial lights are properly exposed, the colors look pleasing and there is a lot of details being captured throughout the frame. And even with challenging lighting like these indoor-outdoor shots or shots with the sun in the background, this phone remains unfazed and balances the light really well. As this camera sensor is a big one, it can create very nice looking natural bokeh with close-up objects. And this big sensor also comes in handy when the lighting is less than ideal. Even in night shots, with night mode, this phone brings out a lot of detail while also controlling the noise. Even indoors, the night mode does a really good job of properly exposing the artificial lights while providing a good amount of detail. But this wasn't always the case. When this phone was new, it had a tendency to mess up red and orange lights, making them look pink. But with updates, this has been fixed. With this camera, you can take shots in 12, 50 and 200 megapixel resolutions. These higher resolution shots do offer more detail, but don't have the advanced dynamic range of the 12 megapixel mode. But if you are a pro and don't mind spending some time in Lightroom to tweak the shots, you should capture 24 megapixel raw photos in the expert raw mode. This will provide you shots with the best amount of detail and dynamic range, which you can tweak to perfection. Now let's see how the other cameras compare to the primary one. As you can see in these shots, there is very good parity between all the different cameras, be it in terms of colors, white balance, exposure or dynamic range. This is something only few brands like Apple, Samsung and Google consistently get right, while the other brands struggle sometimes. Even in low light, there is a good amount of consistency between all the cameras, although I must say that these aren't the best low light shots I have seen. Brands like Vivo have really stepped up in terms of low light capabilities. The ultra-wide camera has autofocus with macro capabilities and the results are pretty good. However, the new 5x telephoto camera also has insane macro capabilities and I feel it's the better choice for taking macro shots as you can take these shots from a comfortable distance while producing better quality results. This camera can shoot macros in both 5x and 10x zoom and the results are outstanding as you also get a good amount of background blur highlighting the primary subject even more. And this phone is kind of a specialist when it comes to taking photos of flowers at any focal length. It pretty much always produces amazing results. Now let's see how good this new 5x camera is at extra zoom. First, at 10x zoom, the images are pretty much flawless. There is a lot of detail packed into these shots and they look pretty much lossless. Coming to 30x zoom, when this phone launched, the images looked quite underwhelming. The shots lacked detail and looked like watercolor paintings instead of actual photos. But with updates, the images have definitely improved. There is still room for improvement and phones like the Vivo X100 Ultra have taken the zoom crown from this phone, but these results are definitely not bad. I don't see a point of going beyond 30x unless you want to read some text from a distance, but that's all a 100x shot is good for. This is the entire zoom range of this camera, 0.6x all the way to 100x. This phone can capture excellent portrait shots with very good skin tones and edge detection, be it in 1x, 3x or 5x zoom. Similarly, this phone can capture exceptional portrait selfies. In good light, these look amazing with so much detail and natural skin tones. But even in low and extremely low light, the results are super impressive. And this wasn't the case when the phone had just launched. The selfie results have definitely improved with time. Now this is a 4K 60fps video which I am recording handheld while walking. The stabilization is excellent and the details, dynamic range and colors are also very good. Focusing is also very quick. This is a zoom test. First, let's try out the step zoom style, where I tap on each focal length to switch to that zoom level. Here, the zoom transition has become a lot better than before, but there is always room for improvement. Now we'll try the smooth zoom, where I swipe through all the different focal lengths. Even here, apart from a few jitters, the zoom feels pretty smooth, and the best part is that you can do this in 4K 60fps. Night video on this phone has improved a lot, but it's still on the softer side in terms of detail, especially in the darker areas. You can also take 4K time-lapse video. This is a standard one, and this is the long exposure one which shows light streaks of moving cars. This is a portrait video from the primary camera of this phone, recorded at 4K 30fps. The quality is pretty good, however it only supports the primary camera and not the 3x and 5x zoom cameras. This phone can also record videos in 4K 120fps and the quality is really good. But this option is only available in the Pro video mode and slow motion mode and not in the regular video mode. You can also shoot in 8K 30fps with the primary camera as well as the 5x Periscope camera. But you can't switch cameras while recording in this mode. Still, the quality is really impressive, especially in good light. This is the selfie video recording at 4K 60fps. This quality is really good and it is perfect for vlogging style videos. And this is the low light selfie video recording at 4K 30fps. The quality is good, but it definitely can be better. Now this is the selfie portrait video at 4K 30fps, and again the quality is really good. It is perfect for talking head videos and it looks almost as good as my DSLR footage. Okay, so as you have seen with these 100 plus camera samples, the cameras on the S24 Ultra are excellent. They might not be the best in every department, but the kind of versatility they offer is unmatched. Also, the image processing has improved quite a bit since the launch period and will continue to improve with future updates. However, there is always room for improvement, and I would like to see further improvement in low light photos and videos and the extra zoom shots, especially 30x and above. Alright, that's the end of the long-term camera review of the S24 Ultra. Rest of the review is coming really soon, so stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel down below. Thanks for watching.